how are you? It's me again, Sophia Save Your Sense. Today we're going to do Spanish chicken. It's called chicken guisado, and what I have is 5 pieces of chicken. And let's start. What you need is 5 chicken breasts, like I have here. And what you're going to do is peel off the skin and save the skin of the chicken, because I'm going to tell you my other video what I'm going to do with that, because it's going to be like a snack. I have 1 cup of onions, small onions, and I have a half a cup of green peppers. Okay, let's start. So what I need is, I'm going to put some flour on this chicken. I'm going to add some adobo. So you lightly coat it on one side because you don't want to get it. And I'm going to have some salt. Just a little bit of salt. Pinch of salt. Some pepper. And this is good because it's going to serve like 6 people. So it's frying, and I'm going to make sure it turns brown on each side. That there's no pink, remember. I'm going to add a package of Sason. Getting tired yet? Like this.
It's a workout.
I would say like 15 or 10 minutes on each side. Woo, the smell is really good. Let me get a fork. I got my personal assistant there, holding on to my, yay, these are my new pans. I got these pans from my sister. I wanted these pans. They're like Puerto Rican pans, I say, because every Spanish house that you go to, you always see these pots. These are stainless steel pots, and they're awesome. I shouldn't even be using this fork because I need plastic ones, but I haven't got it yet. I was so excited. I was like, yay! So what happens is that when you cook the flour on the chicken, it makes the sauce a little bit thicker as you cook. So right now I'm frying this, and it's turning to be a nice color. So we're going to cook it and keep turning it so it can cook evenly on all sides. So while this is happening now, I am going to add Here I am. I'm going to add the rest of this flour and my onions and stuff. Ooh, this smells so good. So that's my onions, my peppers in there, and I put all the rest of the flour. Make sure you always wash this for the chicken. Oh, that smells good. And so what you're trying to do is get all this onions and peppers here until the color seems like a see-through color with the onions, because you don't want to burn the onions. You just want to saute it so that the chicken can taste really good. There you go. And get all this good gravy on the bottom. This is where the sauces and all the ingredients are. And when the onions start turning like a clear color, then we're going to add the secret ingredients, which is chicken broth. Anytime you do chicken and you want a little bit of a thick sauce, you put the chicken broth in it, and that's the ingredients instead of water. A lot of people use water, but I use the chicken broth. So now you know. Uh-oh. Now my family's going to know what I put in it. Okay, so I say it's pretty much done now, because the vegetables are, the onions and stuff are starting to stick in here. And in this point, if you wanted to put carrots in it, I would like carrots, but my kids don't like the carrots in it. You can, at this point, add carrots, olives. I'm going to put the can of chicken broth and stir it. And you can see it's got a nice milky consistency there because of the flour. And look, oh, and it smells so good. And then what we're going to do is bring this to a boil. I gotta bring this to a boil, so let me put it on high. And that's gonna boil, and while that's boiling, I'm going to get this is 2 potatoes. I'm gonna stick the potatoes in there and bring it up to a boil. It should be boiling soon. And I like to stick the potatoes in there now because some of these potatoes will get soft and you can squash it and it'll give it a nice thick sauce. And the rest of the potatoes will be just in there. And really, I just put it in there for a nice thick sauce. You can put more potatoes if you like. There's a lot of people that take the potatoes and put sweet potatoes and it'll give it another good taste to it. As you can see, this is starting to boil. Your hands hurt, huh? This is starting to boil, and that's what you want to do. So I want to wrap it boil. So what I'm going to do is wait until this boils, because the more it boils, the more it's going to absorb all that texture, that flavor. So what I'm going to do is put the rest of the package of this Sason in there. It's a Spanish ingredients. It's got peppers and achote and stuff that we need. And this is what's going to give it the color as well as the flavor. In Spanish cooking, there's Sason without achote and Sason with, and that's just an ingredient that makes it like a paprika thing. It gives it the color and a special taste. Okay, so when this is boiling like it is, I'm going to add a can of tomato sauce. And a cup of water. And at this point I'm going to add another cup of water because I want my sauce. I'm going to add another cup of water. Because I tend to not measure, so that's my big mistake, but you make sure you put water over the chicken. Like a 1/2 inch over the chicken. And just stir it. And what I'm going to do now is wait until it boils, and then I'm simmering it, and then I'm going to cover it. And it's going to be in there for about an hour. And then it's done. But let me show you how it's going to be boiled, and I'll be right back. And there you go, starting to get hot. And this is good because you serve it with white rice and beans and stuff, which I'm going to do a video on that, and then you'll have a nice meal. And I'll show you how this comes out in a little bit, but I'm waiting for it to boil. And let me take this out of here. Now, meanwhile, while that's boiling, you have the leftover chicken.